Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day.
You are not. You're kidding me. What is this guy doing up at the top?
College football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this.
Got me shook right now. Was not expecting that. That's too funny.
On the run from inside.
This is an atmosphere like any other.
Getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. So the Temple Owls offense takes the field for the first time today.
That's too funny.
And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
And he's big.
Talk about lock in.
He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Nice, okay.
Working through the air, they're finding a hole in that defense and picking
Still, why are you up?
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to
nice.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake.
Number 90, I don't know if you remember my Tulane games, but 95 has been there since the beginning. And he is a thorn in my side.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Snowed under by the defense. And the Owls in the hurry up. Wants to throw on third.
Nice.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on third and short. If you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
On the move, it's Green. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Tulane's offense taking the field for a chance.
It's crazy because this is a 7:30 kickoff. I don't know if it's because my team's location isn't in the Eastern Standard Time,
Step up and make plays on the field. Keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a
but it's
really
golden
good
hour.
job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Looking for a gap. It's Fung. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
Comes out throwing on
Jeez, yeah, I knew that they were going to be coming in quick.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start
thinking about hot routes
to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Nice, yeah.
He's back to throw on second down. And he
No.
I'm
being a little silly right
I'm
now.
not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Nice. Nice hole shot right there. Saw it there in cover two.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The give to the left.
Nice.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Starting to second guess my playbook change a little bit. More so because of the passing game.
Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as
I
the
meant to
game
keep
goes
that.
on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Then this is still my
Tulane
first
looking
drive.
to put one on the board from the red zone. Trying to run, it's Funk.
How did no one touch
That
that guy?
defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run from the shotgun. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot right there.
Really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Oh, no roughing the kicker there.
7-0 to start this one.
That was a long drive. I'm gonna swap my running backs for this game. Just get Fahoko a few more carries. I'm gonna feature
So with a
him today.
12-play scoring drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive.
They're pretty
that starts
interchangeable.
at the 16-yard line. Going up top on first down.
Oh,
And
that's a
this will be
fumble.
incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down.
Come on,
And
guys.
that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's Hill. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Yeah,
Ball in
I
the
deserve
air,
that.
intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets
I
up the
deserve
offense for this
that.
possession. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Owls will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on second down. And the
How
pass
was
is
that not picked
incomplete
off?
thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
No way.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
third and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
All right.
He got it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now
Dumb
the kickoff
interception.
team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
A little bit.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They go to the ground. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Shot out of there.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Lathered
Not a
up.
whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one.
Does it when I need it.
And he slides in safely. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. He's going to pass.
Oh, shoot. No way.
Intercepted.
You're
And he's brought down, and
kidding.
this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Yeah, that one is kind of
He
sucky.
wants to throw.
There we
He
go.
just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety,
I should have
they'll
watched the
line up
replay
for
of
a
that
free kick from
interception
their own
because that
20.
was a little sketch.
Fields the punt and tries to find
I
an
know it
opening.
wasn't a great read by me, but if worst case it should have been incomplete. I'd
Tulane
like to
has it
think.
back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was
I
some
earned that one.
miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Dang, that route
He's
took
right
so
on
long.
target. Makes the stop at the 49, giving 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to it.
Dang.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because
Yeah,
of that,
game be
wasn't
acting a
able to
little
be as
funky,
accurate as he
man.
wanted to be.
And a decent game there before the defense.
You got to
makes
be
the stop.
at least 5
Looking
yards
to
into
pick
the
up
end
the
zone
first
for them
down
to
on
call it
3rd and
now.
short from the
It's a new
43.
rule.
Fires complete on the crosser.
I don't know
He
how
knew
my
exactly
tight
where
end
he
isn't
wanted to
even
go with
in
that one,
like
and they've got enough for the first
any
down.
of the running for tight end of the year. I don't expect them to win it. They put up some decent numbers.
Short, but they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to
Oh, yeah.
and try to shut it down.
Sometimes you just got to lower your
And
shoulder,
he'll
man.
step out of bounds after a very productive play. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete.
Ooh.
They're able to keep him
That's
out of the
nice.
end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in.
Are you
really
serious?
Nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen.
This is
And running backs,
ridiculous.
listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Might have to take a page out of Wisconsin's book.
3 tight ends up, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football.
I'm telling
to
you,
find that consistency.
my defensive tackle ain't going to take down that quarterback.
Positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo there.
Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Temple lines up quickly. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone.
Nice.
And the ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Snake.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move.
Thank goodness.
It's complete.
Wait,
He's run out of bounds.
what just happened? I'm so confused. I thought they intercepted that, to be honest. Wow. Wow.
Play on that
We'll
way,
take it.
it'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
He did a big
Wants to throw
gainer.
on first down. He lobs one high down the left side.
Our quarterback doesn't really air it out. That's a nice play.
Just when you
It
thought
worked,
that
but
ball was
you don't
out of
really
reach,
get it
nothing
out there.
appeared to be out of his reach there.
Makes me
He
question
said just
things.
throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is
I
a
went to
special
accidentally press the
attribute.
wrong button and I corrected right before I threw it.
Now they've got it first and goal.
That was silly.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grab near the marker.
Nice drive.
Touchdown, Tulane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the
That wasn't
season
the
strong,
prettiest
and man, are they
touchdown
doing that
drive.
here this Week 11 performance.
But
You know, oftentimes in college,
no one's
football,
going to see
best
that when they look
offenses
at the
are
box
ones that
score.
can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
shoot.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating a go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball,
I'm going to assume that their quarterback isn't a runner.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Temple lining up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. There he goes. Open it up.
That's fine. About time. About time I got a return. It's been a slow year for me.
Return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just
funny way to get it. Oh, jeez, dang. What is going on? Come off the TV.
Like touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those so quick, so elusive. That's such a great job of making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
He's out of bounds.
This is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense gets set for second down. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
He finds his
Come
man.
on,
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I hate that guy so much.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more
It's
left
about
this
time for him
half.
to retire.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
All right.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down.
Let's get a sack.
He wants to throw it. Takes a hit.
Dang, what?
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Oh, boy.
Just a few
I would
seconds
hate to
remaining
give
here
up
as
a
they
field
try to
goal
put
there.
something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to
With
his
8
receiver.
seconds left.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let it go.
Dang it.
Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up
I
the
gotta
first
be able
half
to get
here.
that.
Now
I
we
feel
join
like
Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
Go.
Away from the
Come
knee.
on.
Still running at the 40.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go. That's why we made the switch.
And the beatdown has ensued.
That's a cool one.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Nice.
Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Nice
And the
hit.
returner will be brought down. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice
They
job
buff
moving the
the
football.
computer brick tackle.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Nice individual effort right there.
Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it.
Great job,
They bring him down,
defense.
and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and this running game moves to change as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And they'll knock him down.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. The give to the tailback. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Man, that D tackle's a free
Fong
pass.
isn't
Did you
getting
see
in
him
there,
come out of
though.
his
Should
stance
still
and
be
beat
playing.
the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. so close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity.
That's been a kryptonite of mine in this dynasty.
Will he be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Touchdown, Tulane! And the punishment has been extended.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard run.
As dominant the past several weeks.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh, dang, that's
and
nasty.
the coverage team able to make the tackle. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, he'll fire.
Oh.
Setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of
Not
the
paying
first down.
attention.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here.
Dang it.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Good for him.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Runs through a tackle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game.
No freaking way. Are you kidding me?
By himself down the middle. Touchdown, Owls.
Come on,
and
guys.
once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this
Guess I'm good for one of those a game.
Down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the
He was
perimeter.
there.
And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
From inside the 10, here he
That
comes.
should have been a
Couldn't
touchdown.
find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
That
The
one
Tulane
actually
offense
should have
headed
been.
back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... Off he goes! He's at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout.
Nice.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday?
Got enough
There we
space.
go.
Touchdown, Green Wave. And the
Good
pummeling
answer.
has started.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some
Nice
confidence
play,
that they can go
Hamilton.
back-to-back
I feel like we
scoring
don't
drives
get
here.
quite enough
remember,
of
it's
that.
not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can
I
build
think
on
that
it.
was my bad. I
You
don't
just
know.
pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Nice.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It'll
Alright,
take
let's
some
go
work to get to
turnover
the
or
sticks.
sack
It's
here.
3rd and long from the 30. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Adams. And that pass is
User alert.
intercepted.
User
He was
alert.
thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back.
Have a
Finds a crease at the
go.
20. He'll try to take it back.
Don't forget it's
Touchdown,
trash
Green
day.
Wave. And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do
Oh,
that
they
real
got their
well.
backups
It leads to
in.
more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some...
Dang
easy
it,
throws.
dang it, dang it.
Snagged
I
in
was,
the
like,
middle.
I
It's
knew what was
Taylor.
happening, but I
They
just
make
didn't
the
move.
stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up.
Great play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense.
Come on,
Grabs it inside the
guys.
15. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop
Come
him.
on.
Touchdown Owls.
Cover
Hey, good for them.
4.
They put together a drive. They got a touchdown.
How does that
It's
happen
been a
in cover
bad
4?
day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back.
Oh,
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
he was about to
Just
bust
this
that.
side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get the first through the air.
Come on, guys. I need to take my quarterback out.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to pick up a couple.
Just don't block for him the same.
Mark it at the 10. They'd love to
He
pick
must
up
have
this
said
third down
something
and get
about
a fresh
that.
set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion.
I'm an idiot.
And here's the third interception of the night.
That's it. He's coming
And they'll
out.
drag him down after a good...
I mean, it was my fault, but...
Reception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down.
Dang it.
It's caught. They make the stop, but this
Dice in
passing
the
game
air,
does
man.
some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Collins. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first
Picking
down.
up some yards
The
here.
Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Adams.
Job,
Oh, it goes
Hamilton.
right through his hands.
You
They
gotta
had
pick that off
everything
next
set
time.
up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. That
All right,
last
let's
incomplete
get
pass
a
has them
turnover.
staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Oh.
He makes a catch.
I don't know what to do about
And he
that.
makes a grab.
I was running with
Defense
the guy.
draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Defense
Never
rolls
recovering
up
our
deep in its
fumbles.
own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into
You gotta
traffic.
go.
Picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The first down.
Did
for
I
the
score
offense.
this game? How to return?
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
I don't know if my
That's what
defense
you
scored or
expect
not.
from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. At the
Nice.
40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Tulane. And the
Run game
route
looked good
is
today.
on.
Passing
The lead
game,
grows. You can
not
sense they
so
know
much.
how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page, get ready for the next opponent, and forget this day ever happened.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking downfield, it's Clark. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw.
What the frick?
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oh,
and that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're trying to get to it.
You're kidding me.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm.